You walk through places like this, and you really have to remember that at any point, this could be you. I hope they have everything that they need, and it looks like we've got some people that just look like they fell on hard times, but considering, you gotta make do with what you have. It breaks my heart. It really does. I remember coming out here, checking on my brother whenever he lived out here. And, you start to, look around. And what's really sad is when you see little kids stuff, like little kids. And some of the best people that I know are in some of these encampments. And it's really humbling, honestly. I used to come back here because there used to be a marker somewhere. It was a bunch of stones, and I thought it was back there, but it may be further down. A little concerned about going down. I haven't been through here in a really long time. But no, it's not down here. But what I'm looking for is there's this huge bunch of cliffs, and there's a tree that got electrocuted. Look at the size of those dandelions. Look at those. Hey, Sam, if this is any of the stuff that you're looking for, you're talking about how you're looking for metal and stuff like that. There's tons of it back here. Now, I am wearing my chucks, but there used to also be a path down this way. Now, you can tell that they've cleared out a lot. Ladder. And there's always, it's really not safe to be back here on your own. That's why I've got location settings turned on and a knife in my boot. But somebody had taken this huge it was a giant chair, and they had put it up on the rock beds, and behind that area is a tree that was knocked over, and that was like my marker to know where it was. And this is where my brother used to stay, right here. Actually, I'll show you. Hopefully there's nobody in here. So my brother, he lived down in this hole underneath. There's a couple of his belongings down there. But because I think this area is kind of like a claim zone, you don't come out here unless you have business being out here. And if you don't secure your shit, it's up for grabs. So you can understand why it would be important to these people who have next to nothing to make sure that you're not coming into their home. I still don't see the chair, any remnants of the chair. It was huge. But like I said, I do remember that my brother, or maybe it was, he built an underground, this whole thing is carved out. And he was sleeping underneath this boulder. It would break my heart because I moved him up here so that he could get clean. I got that chance. Not many others did. And so when I was in the position to give somebody else that chance, my brother called, and I knew he had been through it, and we set some rules, some boundaries, etc. This is what we allow, this is what we don't allow, and, I don't even keep alcohol in my house. I have a bottle of wine, for guests and stuff like that, but, as far as, me, no, I'm good. I also have my location settings turned on. So, this is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. And you've got just people who've had to get run out, and I guess they have to leave things behind. Sometimes, stuff that just looks discarded. Sometimes I'll have baskets out here, and I will use those baskets if I see anything that can be, those are no good, but also you can tell that it's not the most sterile. There are some buckets set up, I'm assuming, for bathroom. You do have to watch out for drug paraphernalia. And you also have to watch and listen, because there is sex work that goes on back here. Now, I don't hate on sex workers. Everybody's got to make a living. But I would be lying if I said that I hadn't just come up here at one point or another and caught people just in the go, and it's such a beautiful area too. It's really sad that kids can't come out and play and stuff. This would have been I don't know, I'm Gen Z, Gen X, something like that. So this would be adventure time for me in the 80s. But in 2024, I don't know. So, I don't see my landmark for the tree that had the obsidian. And I've crossed over all the brick paths except for, hang on. What is kind of nice though is, in a pinch, if you had to sleep out here, like there's already like stuff for everything to be like, and once again, you know, I'm somebody who I know that this could be me at any point in time. Vaporizer. Still don't see the obsidian tree. And we're coming back up. Wow. So, for those who are kind of wondering where, like, what the terrain is for what we're when we search for Sebastian Rogers, this is the terrain. Okay, you've got boulders, you've got places that are easy to fall into, to get trapped into. I gotta find my way out. Hang on. Because I don't want to disturb anybody, and I don't want anybody who's on game to, you know, ask me like what I'm doing back here or anything like that. I mean, if they needed something, that'd be different. I'm not trying to like introduce myself as like the welcome committee, but I do what I can on volunteer weekends. Oh wow, that's a fresh animal. And see down there, that's a foxhole. That's another animal. You can start to notice the tracks. So whenever you ask what we're searching through to look for Sebastian Rogers, this is what we're searching.